I know it's just practice and it's without pads. Aaron Rodgers said that at the press conference when they asked him. He believes that they're right where they need to be. But he also said you're a different player when you're wearing pads than when you're not wearing player pads.
You're a different player. Not even when you put on pads, when you put on the shiny pads. You put on the shiny pants and the lights turn on. You find out who's who very quickly. And when you're not getting hit, that's the difference. You want to know the difference between a quarterback and a quarterback? Zach Wilson is a quarterback. Zach Wilson can throw a football. Zach Wilson does not want to get hit. That is his downfall. He doesn't want to hit because he's a small, slight guy. I think Bryce Young is going to run into that. Like Jim Trotter said, the NFL is a genetic league. It doesn't take a whole lot of skill. It's not like hitting a baseball or hitting a golf ball or hitting a three-pointer. It's not. If you're big, strong, fast, you don't mind running other people, we'll find a spot for you. Any NFL player will tell you that this is not a highly skilled endeavor. The quarterbacks and receivers are pretty skilled. Everybody else is out there on pure guts and just genetic gifts. Fast twitch muscles and bravery. Fast twitch and bravery and Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew!
I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
You sure it's just Mountain Dew?
You guys are hopped up on some stuff.
Well, we know Sean Payton did a lot of those stuff with the Saints.
Oh, it's about to be a new dawn in Denver. They're going to what?
See, maybe the carpet you played on in New Orleans was just the beginning, and now Sean Payton's the whole scheme.
I wouldn't be shocked if he puts it in the practice fields. We're going back to carpet, guys. Y'all up.
Maybe they'll have him play on the mountains instead. You're mile high, go prove it.
Apparently, they're rebuilding the facility. He was like, we'll do all this over again. The owner was like, okay, Mr. Payton, whatever you need.
60 million, 70 million, we got it.
I sleep with 50 million on my mattress, so sure.
I'm sure he hides it right between the cushion and the box spring. There's 50 million right there. Save it for a rainy day.
Just in case I go broke.
Yeah, okay, that guy's never going broke. 91 sacks in 187 games. Consistency. When do you believe the NFL is going to be calling you to go to the Hall of Fame? Because thank God Joe Klecko is going to see the day that he's going to watch himself go to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I want to see that, and I'm actually going to probably drive to Ohio to see that. And the Jets are playing in the game because I'm a Joe Klecko guy and I'm a Darrelle Revis guy. So both guys are going into the Hall of Fame. And I believe that the NFL should look at what you have done. You are a first-round draft pick, but you are a 28th pick in the first round. It's ridiculous how you are not even called to say that you're on the list of guys that could be going to the Hall of Fame every single year.
I've heard this before. Y'all keeping up with the baby Gronk stuff?
Of course.
Will Compton said something that I've heard my dad say. They don't let wolves in the circus. And so I was never part of the circus. Some of that Hall of Fame stuff is you had to have been one of the people that played the game and were part of the circus.
You quiet guy.
It's not that I was quiet. I just had no interest in doing anything
stupid.
Right. Or even promoting myself and that kind of thing. I wasn't interested. It was my job. It was not my lifestyle. I had to be one of those guys that there's a Super Bowl ring.
You have a Super Bowl ring. John Abraham doesn't have a Super Bowl ring. He has over 130 sacks. How is John Abraham not in the Hall of Fame? It is ridiculous.
That one I don't understand. 130 sacks is a lot.
It's ridiculous.
People don't talk about him at all. That makes no sense whatsoever. He's not mentioned, not even in
Not at all. People forget.
You just like that guy. We don't like that guy. And John Abraham and myself, and there's some others. We're just not as good as we might have been. We're just not part of the circus.
Guess what? I'm going to start a petition on guys that I think should be in the Hall of Fame.
John Abraham is one that is a glaring omission, and you don't hear from him.
Me and him actually follow each other on Facebook, and I've been wanting to get Johnny on the show. And John, he's very open. He doesn't go out and say he should be in the Hall of Fame, but come on. In that 10-year span, who was better than John Abraham?
Nobody.
I mean, honestly, the only reason why he didn't get the respect because he played for the Jets and he played for Atlanta.
Players respected him.
Yes.
The players, went to Pro Bowl. The players, nobody wanted him as like, he was impossible to block. But John was a quiet, unassuming guy. But to have 130 sacks, bonkers.
It's ridiculous. And he did it pretty fast. I mean, if you look at John Abraham's numbers.
Yeah, it was like 12 years.
He played 192 games. So he only played 5 more games than you.
40 more sacks.
He had 133.5 sacks.
He was impossible to deal with.
I remember him as a Jet. We haven't had a guy like him forever.
The Jets had a whole edge rushing drought after him.
It's horrible.
It's a tough business. I played interior. I played inside. If I'd have got to play in the system Aaron Donald played in, I'd have 300 sacks.
I believe it.
Run up the field whenever I wanted to. I played with some coordinators and defenses.
That Broncos defense was fantastic.
No, we were not. The ones there at the end of my tenure in Denver, coordination was terrible. The earlier ones were good.
Yes, I remember in 97, 98, the Jets.
That's very different.
Yeah, that made me sick to my stomach, okay?
That's not the team.
I know. Oh, no. I'm talking about that team, and that team made me sick. That game made me sick. That was the best chance the Jets had to Super Bowl. And I think the Jets win the Super Bowl if they beat the Broncos in that game.
They were the only team we were scared of. The Jets were the only team we had any cause for concern with. Everybody else was just like goose poop. We just ran right through them like the Falcons. Like, get the hell out of here.